Welcome sa ating channel. We are here again to talk about another mechanical keyboard that introduces something new on the table. Actually, before I dig deeper into custom mechanical keyboards, one of the dream keyboard na gusto ko talagang magkaroon is yung Varmilo Products. It's about the pricing na naku-curious ako dati sa Lazada and Shopee dahil sobrang mahal ng mga keyboard nila. Like there is a price na 15,000, 30,000. The first time that I saw their brand and introduced sa ating market, sobrang mahal. Pero recently, kumbaga medyo nagkaroon na siguro ng competition, and at the same time, of course, the introduction of custom mechanical keyboards being hype, medyo nagkaroon ng konting adjustment sa mga pricings nila. And recently, I found Varmilo Products here in the Philippines, officially distributed, and it's now at a price tag na around 6K, 5K, or lower than 10K. Now, out of curiosity, of course, I availed one of their mechanical keyboard. It is the MA108. It is the full pre-built mechanical keyboard. And yes, arguably one of the best pre-built mechanical keyboard in the market. Now, let's find out and talk about this if it's really true. Mas nauna itong dumating sa akin before ako pumasok sa custom mechanical keyboard. And then, ayun, parang na-overlook ko na siya without realizing that there is something with this mechanical keyboard, and that is what we will find out today. For more videos like this, feel free to subscribe. This video is brought to you by SCDKey, the best website that you may visit in terms of very affordable deals. And syempre, napakadali rin mag-sign up since you can just sign up using your social media account or Google account or manually sign up sa kanilang website. And there you are, you may check the Windows 10 Pro, and by using our promo code, ma-avail mo lang siya ng around $14.95 or 700 plus pesos. That's it mga kaibigan. Check the description below. May mga links po tayo dyan to go directly sa kanilang website. And we'll just talk about this mechanical keyboard as a pre-built mechanical keyboard, comparing it with other pre-built mechanical keyboard that we have. So, at first look, ito po yung packaging niya. Something, may artwork, abstract, ganun ba? If that is what you call it. And it comes with a couple of switches. Cherry MX. These are actually the options that you may have if in case you will avail this mechanical keyboard. Merong daisy, rose, red, black, and the tactile blue Cherry MX switches. So if you check their website or their official stores, if they have sa Shopee and Lazada, these are the couple of switches that you may have. And it may also comes with your mechanical keyboard just for comparison purposes. And some keycaps na meron din sila, branding, Varmilo. Preferably, you may use it for your escape key. And then, caps lock, num lock, and scroll lock. So, ito po yung kasama with couple of documents and this keycap puller. So, wala po siyang switch puller. Ibig sabihin, this is not a hot swappable mechanical keyboard. Now, going to the keyboard itself, makikita nyo na medyo may texture siya, something wood finish, pero black po yung kanyang base color. And then the keycap is Cherry MX profile with their own moonlight theme. So colorway. This is the colorway of Varmilo. And we have a couple of options sa kanilang website. There is this signature keycaps that you may also check or select. Pero sa akin kasi I prefer the neutral one, especially that yung mga ganong themed keyboard ng Varmilo comes also with these legends na, I mean, we know keyboard is preferential, so something na based on my preference, mas gusto ko yung mga plain lang, minimalist. Maybe the design is not for everyone, pero I think this is so neutral that most of you guys may also prefer if in case you will go for this mechanical keyboard. So this is their full 108 key. Makikita nyo po meron pang mga extra keys dito sa taas ng kanyang num lock. And then sa kanyang side naman, wala kayong makikitang branding dyan. So it's something that I like with the Varmilo. Kumbaga walang agaw attention. So makikita nyo lang dyan yung kanyang port. And that is something na downside for me because 2021 supposedly micro USB or Type-C, pero they still prefer to use the mini USB. So very classic yung kanyang port. And seamless yung kanyang itsura, just looking at the top shroud, dahil nga meron po siyang shroud. So you can remove this shroud, naka-clip lang naman po siya. It's just quite a struggle if gusto nating tanggalin. Then dito naman sa kanyang ilalim, makikita mo dyan yung kumukupas na Varmilo labels, pero okay lang. It's maybe the way they print it, it's just not for me. Pero I think mas maganda sana kung mas vivid yung labels. Pero that is not the thing. Ang pinakagusto ko dito is yung kanyang stand. So ayan, napakalutong. O, diba? Ang lutong ng kanyang stand. Meron siyang mga rubber fits and then meron ding rubber dun sa kanyang tip. So, it's a good move. So, mafe-feel mo talaga na napaka-premium yung pagkagawa ng mechanical keyboard na to. Aside from that quite heavy weight, given na the whole thing is, it looks like plastic. Pero actually, yung kanyang plate kasi is aluminum alloy. That makes this mechanical keyboard quite heavy compared to other mechanical keyboards out there. Pero the excitement in here is actually about the switch. The switch is electro-capacitive switch that is commonly found or commonly heard with mechanical keyboards na mayroong topre switch. So I have here the Leopold na mayroong topre. And if we look into it, ang design ng isang electro-capacitive switch is ganyan po, rubber. And then may spring yan sa ilalim, pero rubber. So the rubber may help to dampen the sound, at the same time delivers sound feedback na quite creamy. And ayun nga yung tinatawag nila na parang kumukulong champurado, lalo na pag lubed. Pero with this, hindi po ganun yung naging style. Varmilo, kumbaga, in-house designed. Ang ginawa nila is still the same. Cherry MX, yung housing, yung design, box type like those scale switch. Pero yung the way those inputs na mag-register is just the way how topre delivers the inputs. Compared sa mga traditional Cherry MX switches or Cherry MX design switches, meron pong contact, metal contact for that input to register. With this, electrostatic po. So, kumbaga parang yung pads ng capacitor, parang ganun. So, just try to imagine it na parang kumbaga electrical. Magkakaroon ng spark and that's the point na mare-register na. So, there is undisclosed certain value kung saan pag once na na-trigger yun, yung electrostatic, automatically magre-register yung input natin. So, given the fact that there is a contactless way para mag-register yung input natin, ibig sabihin, mas mahaba yung wear and tear or lifespan ng switches na to compared to this. At the same time, since contactless po yung kanyang method, it's just like those optical switches that I have mentioned before or na-feature natin dito sa ating channel, ibig sabihin, there is also a bit more smooth feel with these switches that at the same time we also feel it with topre switches compared to this kind of traditional switches. The only difference that I see in here compared to dun sa mga optical switches is kumbaga mas less hollow yung feedback. Kasi kung i-compare natin sa mga optical switches, dun sa loob, lalong-lalo na kung linear yung switch, wala pong material, walang metal. So, nangyari dito, kumbaga, ampaw yung loob ng housing. That delivers that hollow feedback. Pero with this, meron pa ring metal. So that metal, hindi nga lang magkakaroon ng contact since through electrostatic po yung way para mag-register yung switch. Pero of course, in any way, electricity can only be delivered if there is a conductor. So that is metal. Kaya meron pa ring metal sa loob ng mga switches neto. So they branded it as EC switches, Varmilo EC switches. So that's what makes me curious about this mechanical keyboard. Now, since keyboard is preferential in terms of sound, in terms of feel, iko-compare po natin ito sa ako mechanical keyboard since quite the same po yung kanilang build. Ang pinagkaiba lang po is switch and at the same time, an Otemo red switch and of course, another Cherry MX switch for the sake of comparison pagdating sa sound test. Then let's talk about the other details later. Now that you have heard the sound test of different mechanical keyboards compared to this Varmilo, it's up to you guys now to decide. Pero on actual, as they stated, mas smooth ang easy switches compared sa mga traditional Cherry MX switch. That is really true. Sobrang smooth. Like parang wala kayong mafe-feel na yung scratchy feeling or something na dahil merong dalawang metal na nagkakaroon ng contacts. Wala yung feel na ganun. Given that the actuation force is also quite, kumbaga, mas less compared sa mga Cherry MX. Pero that is not the thing in here. Yung feel, the travel, paano mag-travel yung keystroke natin downwards and upwards. Sobrang ibang-iba compared sa traditional. And that delivers a kind of feel na sobrang smooth. It's very hard to explain it in a way. Pero if we will try to rethink yung concept niya na easy, electrostatic, and try to compare it with a topre na merong rubber, which is, I think that rubber may also help to dampen the sound. Mas malutong naman ito. Yung sa topre kasi parang you will have this kind of feeling na, well, for some, for most and even me, mas trip ko yung parang creamy, battery, parang ganun. Pero parang maybe for others, it's quite sluggish, parang ganun yung ma-feel nila. And that is not the thing na ma-feel mo if you will go for an electrostatic na Varmilo switch. Ang lutong nung sound, ang lutong din nung feel. And then lastly is the quite obvious advantage of these easy switches, which is mas quiet. So if in case mas quiet, ibig sabihin, most likely mas muted din siya. Most likely you will not hear some kind of additional feedbacks from those contacts na nangyayari with the traditional switches over this na contactless yung kanyang design or yung kanyang structure. Other than that, it will be quite subjective. It's up to you guys if how you will judge it, if clacky, high pitch. That can just be judged if in case you will have the mechanical keyboards on actual. Well, given the fact that it comes with a bit more muted switch, better feel, yes, this is the keyboard that I may take over other private mechanical keyboards out there. Pero in terms of sound, that's quite subjective. Pero if I were you guys, please check kung ano yung mga nasabi ko kanina, description, structures, design, functions, and everything about this mechanical keyboard to like it. So my conclusion will be quite, kumbaga, invalid for you guys to also decide if this is a mechanical keyboard that is for you or not. That's it guys, and for more videos like this, feel free to subscribe.